And that was Bessie Smith's Downhearted Blues. Prior to that was, of course, Steamboat Willie, both of which are in the public domain as of 1/1/2024. Some of the other works that are now ours and not cannot be claimed by someone else include The Cameraman, The Passion of Joan of Arc, um, in Old Arizona, which apparently was the 100% all talking film featuring singing cowboys. House at Pooh Corner, which is the introduction of Tigger. Peter Pan, or The Boy Who Wouldn't Grow Up. Um, Agatha Christie's Mystery of the Blue Train. D.H. Lawrence's Lady Chatterley's Lover. Evelyn Waugh's Decline and Fall. Animal Crackers from the Marx Brothers. Pickpocket Blues by Bessie Smith, and additional recordings, the Charleston, Yes We Have No Bananas, various Down South Blues, Wolverine Blues, Tin Roof Blues, Lottie Lottie Blues, Southern Blues, and Moonshine Blues by various folks, the last two of which were by Ma Rainey. So that was a selection of what's available now that we can add to the public domain, and that the Mickey Mouse Protection Act it still exists, but the dead zone of stuff that didn't go into the public domain is over. Yeah, so with that, my name is James O'Keefe. I'm joined today by Steve Revelak and Joseph Honorowski. How are you two today?
Doing well.
Can't complain. I mean, I probably could complain, but everyone can.
Yeah, it's sort of funny. It's actually quite cool to see an early Mickey Mouse cartoon in the public domain. I mean, in some circles, U.S. copyright law is referred to as Mickey Mouse law, meaning that it's been changed over time in order to keep Mickey Mouse from going into the public domain. And we now have we now have early Mickey Mouse not covered by the Mickey Mouse law. Wasting no time, there is a group or a person or whomever that's working on basically a horror film adaptation of the Mickey Mouse character. I've seen the trailer. The trailer is called Mickey's Mousetrap, but the scary character is a big person wearing a Mickey Mouse hat, wielding a Ginsu knife, kind of like Mickey the Slasher, which is not something I would have. I would have expected, but I think it kind of works for the genre. I might actually have to see this one.
That is actually fantastic.
So it is a new year. It's an election year. Town elections are starting, dependent upon what town you're in. City elections, of course, were last year. And then there are the November elections, which are state and federal elections. So if you're interested in being a candidate, do send us an email, info@masspirates.org. We're going to reach out to all the people who have asked to be candidates as well, and get them trained and up to speed. In addition to that, we have a winter conference coming up. Sometime later in this month, early February, and down below, as you can see in the comment in the description, is a link to our Winter 2024 Pirate Party Conference questionnaire. We'd love to get your input on when it should be, what we should focus on, things like that. And then in addition to that, our crew, we're up for elections. So we have our own elections for our Pirate Council, our representatives to the U.S. Pirate Party, our Board of Arbiters. If you're interested in doing any of those, putting your hat in for any of those roles, there's a link to that form as well. The more the merrier. And so with that, The next topic we were going to talk about was an abuse of trademark. Steve?
Yeah. And I have to confess, this one is a little close to home for me. I am a bicycle commuter, and I do ride with a camera, and occasionally I get pictures of cute little animals, and occasionally I get pictures of drivers doing something that they shouldn't necessarily be doing. Well, in this case, I'm not alone in this. This story involves a cyclist in the UK who was, riding along, and was basically buzzed, very close pass by a box truck. Um, it was with the lettering on the side that said Cornice's Center. So this is a UK company that makes like plaster interior cornices and finishes and stuff like that. So the cyclist, had footage of this, put it up on YouTube, and basically wrote to the company and said, something to the effect of, "Hey, can you ask your drivers to be a little more careful?" And a typical response to this might have been, "Oh, sure, we're concerned about safety, and we'll look into this." Instead, the person from the company who responded basically threatened a lawsuit over unauthorized use of their trademark. The trademark being the company's name on the side of the truck. The person from the company felt that this was confusing to their customers, that it could negatively impact our brand reputation and potentially harm our sales and the exclusivity of their trademark. Well, yeah, maybe, okay, I don't know, maybe nearly running over a cyclist might impact the public perception of your company, but whatever. So this
Of course,
is one of those.
Riding over someone would do that even more so, right?
Yeah, and this was one of these things where the video had a couple of hundred views, and then the cyclist involved started posting about the the letter he'd gotten, and I'll call it trademark abuse, because I think it is trademark abuse. I'm not familiar with UK trademark law, but this it seems like BS. So far, the video has gotten is over 250,000 views. So this is probably an example of the Streisand effect. And if you make a big deal out of something that you perceive negatively, well, sometimes that gives it a lot more oxygen than as if you had just quietly let it go away. And that's my little blurb for the week.
Oh man. So with that, thank you very much for watching Pirate News. We hope you've had a interesting time. I was going back, looking at what we did previously, and we did 22 episodes last year. And so we will continue that, hopefully get more episodes this year. If that's something you want to help with, either in producing it or being a participant, by all means, reach out to us at masspirates.org. We'll also in the description below is contact information for us, how to join our mailing list, how to find us on social media, as well as our list of what's available in the public domain in 2024. We've got a couple of those going back several years, so if you want to take a look at those, they're at masspirates.org. So thank you, Joe. Thank you, Steve. Hope you had a not too snowy Saturday and snowy weekend, I guess. So.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night, Jamie.
Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Take care.